Defend Hong Kong, the theme for this year's rally. Those taking part say the protest has particular resonance after a year when people's rights were violated repeatedly.
Yes, we are very concerned about his future because we see there are deteriorations in the rule of law in Hong Kong. So we believe we should stand here to protest their future.
The various posters depict their grievances. They are protesting against the jailing of 3 young pro-democracy student leaders. They're also condemning a change in Legislative Council procedures that would enable the government to push through unpopular laws without opposition. And they are angry at a plan that could for the first time allow mainland Chinese law enforcement officials to operate on Hong Kong soil.
I'm afraid that if Hong Kong becomes another part of China, which is strictly monitored by the government, then there isn't any freedom. There will not be any freedom.
So I want Hong Kong a freedom place. Okay, so I come out.
A march like this would be unthinkable elsewhere in China, where the government cracks down harshly on any kind of dissent. But with new security laws proposed and likely to be implemented next year, many fear that they will not be able to express their anger or criticize the government so openly in the future.
But there are those who feel Beijing has Hong Kong's best interests at heart. Dozens of people held their own rally holding up Hong Kong and China flags. They say they represent many in the city who would rather stay out of politics. People like Susan Kwan, who has been running this tofu shop for 45 years. Business is brisk on the first day of 2018 for this 64-year-old. She says Hong Kong people have a lot of freedom and democracy shouldn't be a priority.
China is a very strong country. We shouldn't upset them. If you haven't done anything wrong, there's no need to be scared of the Chinese government.
The rally ends at Civic Square with protesters surrounded by police. They are defiant, almost euphoric, to be here in front of the government offices which had been closed to the public for nearly 3 years. This is where the landmark 2014 pro-democracy Occupy movement began. And this is where, in the past, activists have held rallies and won against the government. They hope it's a sign that 2018 will be a year when the government will listen to their concerns. Divya, Gopalan, Al Jazeera, Hong Kong.